Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. Currently we are reading Śri Īšopanīšad and we are on mantra 1. Okay, so let's start our session by offering the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadatin Swapadantikam वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्गायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. So yesterday, like introduction will be like summary will be covered with this with the purport, every purport, na. But yes, we should recite a mantra, na. But like let's go through the summary once. So in mantra 1, like we have seen that the Vedic knowledge is infallible and it is a transcendental and it is not composed by someone who is who is under the three modes of nature. The Vedic knowledge is a perfect and it is absolute because it is coming from the Krishna, who is the absolute and who is the above the three modes of nature. Okay, and the words are these words, Vedic words are spoken by the Lord. That is Apanu Shreya, and yes, like which indicate that like this knowledge is not delivered by any mundane person. Okay, and then we come to the conclusion, or like Prabhupada says that the this knowledge is a transcendental and it is a perfect. So, but the human beings or conditioned soul is not perfect. Like it has the four kinds of defects. So what are these defects? So we have seen that like first is they are tend to commit mistakes. Second, senses are imperfect. Then they can get illusion. And I think fourth one cheating. Is that a sense? Yes, cheating. A cheating propensity. Yes. So yes, like we further see that like this Vedic knowledge is a is not coming it is not made by the man. The Vedic knowledge we see that it is given by Lord Krishna in the heart of a Brahmaji. Then further Brahmaji share the knowledge with the Narada and his son, and then in this way this knowledge come to us in a disciplic succession. And so this knowledge is without any manipulation. Okay, and this knowledge is all perfect. Okay, and we also further see now like everything in this world, every object is controlled by the laws of nature and ultimately by the Lord's external potency. Okay, and this Isha Upanishad is a part of a Yajur Veda. Okay, and which contain the information concerning the proprietorship of the all things within this universe. Means like how this universe is a control. So that information is given in a Isha Upanishad. Okay, so it is a kind of a glorification of Lord Krishna. Then we have also seen that like yes, there is an inferior energy, that is a material energy, which is a apara prakriti. And there is one more energy, that is a superior energy, that is a para prakriti. So all living beings come under this para prakriti, and all living beings, they are come under the material energy. So further, Srila Prabhupada tell us that yes, modern scientists believe that yes, Krishna is well equipped, so Krishna has provided 24 elements, and from these 24 elements, due to the different combination, all of the assets which are required for a living, all our necessities are fulfilled. So this modern scientists think that, and even some materialistic people think that this simply proteins and amino acids, everything combined, some reactions happen, and then life comes due to some combination of this element. But this is not true. And how, even a small phone cannot come to the existence by accident, then how can this a world can come into the uh, come out of an accident? So it thinks like a stupidity, na? Like how simply Big Bang can give rise to this, and how simply amino acids can come together and form the living beings. There is something called a superior energy, that the soul, when the soul come, then so the material things can be converted into the spiritual. Okay. And Krishna has that potency. Krishna can convert them matter into the spirit, or spirit into the matter. Okay. And Prabhupada also says that mm, the human life is alone life of a responsibility. I think we haven't read it. Na? I already highlighted it. I think we already finished the two paragraphs. Na? So like uh, almost we are at 12 devotees. Na? So for first loka, like first six devotees can recite, and next sorry, invocation, six devotees can recite, and the first mantra can six devotees can recite. So there will be no repetition, and everyone get a chance. Okay. Okay. So Hare Krishna, who want to recite the invocation?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, one by one. Yes, Vinod Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Om Purnada Purnidam Purnat Purnam Uchyate Purnasya Purnam Adhyaya Purnam Iva Vishashyate. Hare
Hari
Krishna.
bol, Prabhuji. Hari bol. Say yes, Sarita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Hare Krishna.
Hari bol, Mataji. Uh, yes, Muttamanikam Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा माताजी ओम पूर्णम मदः पूर्णम इदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णम् आदाय पूर्णम् एवावशिष्यते हरे कृष्ण
Hari bol, Prabhuji. Yes, Diptimati Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी प्रणाम ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णम् एवावशिष्यते
Hari bol, Mataji. Yes, Nasimha Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Purnam Ida Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udayache Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Eva Seshyate. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Om Purna Ataha Purna Idam Purnat Purna Udachyate Purnasya Purna Adaya Purna Eva Vashishyate. A personality of a Godhead is a perfect and a complete, and because He is the completely perfect, all emanations from Him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as a complete whole. Whatever is a produce of the complete whole is also complete in itself, because he is a complete whole. Even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance. Hare Krishna. So we can move towards the mantra one. Those who didn't get the chance, they can recite. Okay. Yes, Nikta Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा माताजी
Hare Krishna.
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम्
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Sharmila Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृदा कस्य स्विद्धनम् थैंक यू माताजी
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Sureshwari Sudamai Devidasi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी प्रणाम ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम् हरे कृष्ण
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Surendranath Narayan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Surendranath Narayan Prabhu. Karuna Mataji want to recite?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes Mataji.
Yeah.
Īshāvāsyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magridha kasya svidhanam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Bol
Hare Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji,
Yes.
I'm reciting. Okay.
Yeah.
Isavasyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhujita magridam kasya svidhanam. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol Prabhuji.
Hare Bol,
Hari
Hare
Bol.
Bol.
Yes, Rasasagara Sri Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Krishna Das Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
हरे ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुज्जिता मा गृधा कस्य स्विद्धनम् हरे कृष्ण
Hari Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Ritvika Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी ईश्वरवश्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्तं जगत् तेन तक्तेन भुञ्जीता माग्रदा कस्य शुद्धनम् हरे कृष्ण
Hari
माताजी
Bol Mataji. Yes, Padma Kirtida Devidasi Mataji. Are you able to recite?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hari Bol.
वास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम् थैंक यू माताजी हरे कृष्णा माताजी
Hari Bol Mataji. You know, like you have to go in a Zoom setting, and then there is a display name and name. There you have to change your like a spiritual name. Otherwise, every time you have to come and every time you have to enter. Okay, so it will be little helpful. So I hope everyone has recited the
Hare
shloka.
Krishna, Dipti
Okay, you remember Vanshidhar Prabhu? Yes, you can recite.
Yeah. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन तक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृधा कस्य स्विद्धनम्
Very well. Prabhuji, can you read the translation once?
Okay. Mataji, I'm using mobile phone, so that's why detail.
Okay, I will recite. Everything animate and or inanimate that within the universe is a control and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things, knowing well whom they belong. Okay, so now we can move towards the purport. Who wants to read the purport? Snigdha Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Since the Lord is Purnam, all perfect, there is no possibility of his being subjected to the laws of material nature which he controls. However, both the living entities and inanimate objects are controlled by the laws of nature and ultimately by the Lord's potency. This Īšopanişad is part of the Yajurveda and consequently it contains information concerning the proprietorship of all things existing within the universe. The Lord's proprietorship over everything within the universe is confirmed in the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, 7.4 to 5, where para and apara prakriti are discussed. The elements of nature, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego, all belongs to the Lord's inferior material energy. Apara prakriti, whereas the living being, the organic energy, is his superior energy, that is para prakriti. Both of these prakritis or energies are emanations from the Lord, and ultimately he is the controller of everything that exists. There is nothing in the universe that does not belong to either the para or the apara prakriti. Therefore, everything is the property of the Supreme Being. Because the Supreme Being, the absolute personality of Godhead, is the complete person, he has complete and perfect intelligence to adjust everything by means of his different potencies. The Supreme Being is often compared to a fire, and everything organic and inorganic is compared to the heat and light of that fire. Just as fire distributes energy in the form of heat and light, the Lord displays his energy in different ways. He thus remains the ultimate controller, sustainer, and dictator of everything. He is the processor of all potencies, the knower of everything, and the benefactor of everyone. He is full of inconceivable opulence, power, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. One should therefore be intelligent enough to know that except for the Lord, no one is the proprietor of anything. One should accept only those things that are set aside by the Lord as his quota. The cow, for instance, gives milk, but she does not drink that milk. She eats grass and straw, and her milk is designated as food for human beings. Such is the arrangement of the Lord. Thus, we should be satisfied with those things He has kindly set aside for us, and we should always consider to whom those things we possess actually belong. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So we have seen now, like Hare Krishna, everyone. So yes, so in this chapter we can see what we have seen, what we have read in a translation, that everything in this universe, either it is living or non-living, it is a control by Lord Krishna and it is owned by the Lord Krishna. Okay, so like this proprietorship also is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita chapter 7 from 4.25 shloka. Like there the description of a para and apara prakriti is given. Like apara prakriti, which is the Lord's inferior energy, material energy, like all non-living things, like earth, water, fire, air, ether, and mind, intelligence, ego, they are all come under the apara prakriti, and the living beings or soul are come under the Lord's superior energy, that is a para prakriti. Okay, then further Srila Prabhupada said that the Lord Krishna has a complete and perfect intelligence. Okay, and he can adjust everything by means of a different potencies. And Supreme Being is like then like Lord Krishna is compared to the fire, and like when there is a fire, then heat and light automatically comes. So like Krishna is compared to the fire, and everything organic and inorganic are compared to the heat and light. Okay, just as the fire distribute energy in a form of a heat and light, Lord display his energy in a different ways. Okay, so like there are two types of energies, Lord. First is a material energy, apara prakriti, and second is a superior energy. And through this all, through these two energies, Lord like maintain the and maintain control this material universe. And the further, like it is stated here that the Krishna is the ultimate controller, sustainer, and dictator of everything. And like a Krishna possesses all the potencies, and Krishna is a knower of everything, and he is a benefactor of everything. Like even in a Bhagavad Gita, there are certain shloka where Krishna quotes that he is he is the enjoyer. Like whatever sacrifices we do, whatever yajnas we do, like he is the enjoyer. Everything comes to he. Okay, even like if you offer something to demigods, then like the demigods ultimately offer it to the Krishna. Then like we can directly ask the Krishna, we can directly offer to Krishna what is necessary. It is like that analogy that repeat many times. When we are watering the root, then like we don't have to go separately and water the leaves. We don't have to separately water the flowers and fruits. So like when we water the when we water the roots, then everything is like a taken care. And another one more analogy is that when when we put the food inside our belly, then like we don't have to separately give food to our eyes, separately give food to our your hands. Like when we put the food in a belly, then it automatically all the necessities of the all organs is taken care. So similarly, when we worship a Krishna, then there is no necessary to worship the demigods. Okay, they are automatically taken care. Okay, and further, Srila Prabhupada says that Krishna is called as a Bhagwan, and Bhagwan means he possesses the 6 type of opulences. So what are these? Like first is like a, and he possesses all in the fullest. Okay, the full opulence, full power, full fame, and or a complete beauty and complete knowledge and complete renunciation. And Prabhupada also give that now. So okay, we come to know everything belongs to Krishna, and everything is controlled by the Krishna. So whatever assets Krishna has given me, like whatever required, I will use that, and like remaining, I shouldn't touch. Like and it is better whatever Krishna has given you, you have to engage in a Krishna's service. And this is we follow the Yukta Vairagya principle, na. So Prabhupada giving one example here that cow gives the milk, so she don't drink her own milk, na. She eat grass and straws, and she give the food to the human beings. But so cow don't accept, even the cow don't eat the flesh, but human being, like, okay, cow is giving milk to you now, then why you are killing the cows and why you are eating the cows? It means like you are taking the things which are not in your account, and which are like you are not following the laws of nature. Even we can see the vegetarian animals, they don't eat the meat. Okay, they will stay hungry and they will die in hunger, but they don't touch the meat. But human beings, everyone know what we are doing. Okay, so yes, we should know that, okay, so we have to follow the instruction of Lord. We should accept the sattvic food, and we shouldn't kill the animals. Okay, Hare Krishna. Surendranath Narayan Prabhu, you want to read?
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Take for example, our dwellings, which is made of earth, wood, stone, iron, cement, and so many other material things. If we think in terms of Śri Īšopanişad, we must know that we cannot produce any of these building materials ourselves. We can simply bring them together and transform them into different shapes by our labor. A laborer cannot claim to be a proprietor of a thing just because he has worked hard to manufacture it. In modern society, there is always a great quarrel between laborers and the capitalist. The quarrel has taken an international shape, and the world is in danger. Men face one another in enmity and snarl just like cats and dogs. Śri Īšopanişad cannot give advice to the cats and dogs, but it can deliver the message of Godhead to man through the bona fide acharyas, holy teachers. The human race should take the Vedic wisdom of Śri Īšopanişad and not quarrel over material possession. One must be satisfied with whatever privileges are given to him by the mercy of the Lord. There can be no peace if communist or capitalist or any other party claims proprietorship over the resources of nature, which is entirely the property of the Lord. The capitalist cannot curb the communists simply by fighting the stolen bread. If they do not recognize the proprietorship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all the property they claim to be their own is stolen. Consequently, they will be liable to punishment by the law of nature. Nuclear bombs are in the hands of both communist and the capitalist. And if both do not recognize the proprietorship of the Supreme Lord, it is certain that these bombs will ultimately ruin both the parties. Thus, in order to save themselves and bring peace in the world, both parties must follow the instructions of Śri Īšopanişad.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So,
Hare Krishna.
yes.
Haribol.
So, like Isha Upanishad tell us that like who is a controller and who is a supplier and who is the owner. Okay, so because like everyone has we have the tendency to boss over this material nature. Like we want to become boss. Oh, this is mine. Like I have earned that. We have that tendency, but we don't know everything belong to Krishna and it is owned by the Krishna. So like Prabhupada in these two paragraphs says that like the cement, wood, earth, like a stone, iron, cement is everything is provided by the Krishna through his apara prakriti, right? So like if you build a beautiful house out of this, just because we have given the shape to this material and we have labored so hard for this house, so we cannot claim it. Like we cannot claim it that I am the owner and I am the proprietor. No, everything the small, like if the basic things are not provided by the Krishna, then what from what you are going to build the house? So everything belongs to Krishna simply because you have put your labor, you have put your energy into it. Then like you cannot Prabhupada is saying that simply you have labor, so you cannot become a proprietor. Okay, so we have put the labor to bring them together and build nice house, but that house belong to Krishna. Okay, so yes, we can also take in simple way na, if we are building one house and laborers are working so hard, and after construction laborers are saying that this house belong to us because we have built it, but this is not good. That house belong to the owner. So similarly, whatever assets we are having, everything belongs to Krishna. Okay, Krishna has given to us, so and we have to use it for a certain period of time. Like when we leave this body, like we are not able to utilize this thing. So like yes, Krishna has given that, so rather I can use it for sense gratification and degrade myself, or on other hand I can use it in Krishna's sense gratification. I can utilize in Krishna's service, and I can be liberated from this cycle of a birth and death. Okay, so Prabhupada further says that the Krishna consciousness is not for the cats and dogs. So, and like the Krishna consciousness is for the man, and who can take the instructions and who can take the knowledge from the acharyas, the holy teachers through the parampara. Okay, and Prabhupada, Prabhupada says here that Vedic wisdom of a Śri Īšopanīšad is not to quarrel over the material positions, but one must be satisfied whatever privilege are given to him by the mercy of Lord. So like someone has the millions of dollars, some has the 1 lakh, or some has the 1,000 rupees, but Krishna has given according to the mercy and according to our previous pious activities. Okay, so like whatever Krishna has given to us, like we should be satisfied, because like Krishna is a maintainer. He knows what are your requirements. And because like we have seen that ice cream analogy, like when the child goes to the ice cream ice cream shop or like ice cream vendor, and when it goes to her father or mother. So similarly, Krishna knows like what things actually you need, and like what things are going to take you away from Krishna. So Krishna manages accordingly. We should have the faith. Okay, Krishna is maintaining, Krishna is controlling my life, so why I should worry? I should my business is simply to whatever prescribed duties there I should do, and I should simply chant, hear, read. Okay, you don't have to worry. We can see the examples from our life also. 5 years ago, like we have some problem, and we are not sleeping, we are not eating properly, and we are very worried. But that things at this point doesn't matter. So then why we are wasting our time in worrying and with a lot of anxiety? We should simply think that, okay, Krishna knows everything. Krishna will manage it. I simply have to chant. I simply have to read Prabhupada books. I simply have to hear. Krishna will take care ultimately. And, we also seen in our book reading club sessions that with the time, everything becomes good. Okay. with there should be some times as we don't ask for the good, Krishna, please give me happiness. No one go in a temple and ask na, Krishna, please give me dukkha, but dukkha comes. So similarly, this sukha also comes. Okay, they are just like a seasons. And further, Prabhupada says that, okay, when we are not showing gratitude, when you are not offering things which are provided by Krishna, we are not offering the gratitude for that, it means, and we are using it for own sense gratification, that too going against the Vedic injunctions, that too going against the instruction of Krishna, then that whatever you have, it is a stolen. Okay, you have stolen the Krishna's property when you are not using in a Krishna's service. And what Prabhupada further says, that consequently they will be liable to the punishment by the laws of nature. So when we are not utilizing the assets provided by the Krishna in a Krishna service, then we will be punished. Okay, we will be punished for that. And I have here in one lecture from Acharyas, when you give something to the Krishna sees Krishna doesn't seek how much you have given. Krishna sees how much you have, and from that what you have given to Krishna. Krishna sees your surrenderness. Okay. Yes, because everything belongs to Krishna. So Krishna, I think that out of love, what he is offering, and when you give the $1 to Krishna, Krishna will give you give the returns in a millions. Okay. We can also see that how the fruit vendor come to the house of Krishna, and then Krishna give few grains, and she give few fruits out of a compassion and out of love to the Krishna, and entire that basket converted get full of the gold and diamonds and all valuable jewels. So a small seva, you can whatever small seva you do, Krishna gives everything in return. Okay, so even today is Ekadashi, now you can start with the there is a link, there is a number. You can simply start with the 50 rupees also, from the 100 rupees also, from the 500 rupees also. There is a opportunity of Sudama seva. You can from the small level you can start. Okay, even a 50 rupees, when we go outside, even if you want to buy some fruit or something, small things, even we have to breakfast, 100 to 200 rupees goes. So one day we can sacrifice that and we can offer it to Krishna. Okay. And further, what Prabhupada says, that the peace, we must follow the instruction of Śri Īšopanīšad in order to save ourselves and bring the peace in the world. So yes, everyone wants the peace in their life, and everyone wants to save themselves from the cycle of birth and death and from the distresses. So that we have to follow the instruction of Śri Īšopanīšad. Okay. So I think today, should we continue 2 more paragraphs, or should we stop here? What you suggest? Tomorrow we will finish this. Okay. So otherwise we can read this paragraph, and we will summarize this tomorrow, and tomorrow we will start with the mantra too. Okay. Yes. So who wants to read? Yes, Vinod Prabhu, you want to read?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Human beings are not meant to quarrel like cats and dogs. They must be intelligent enough to realize the importance and aim of human life. The Vedic literature is meant for humanity and not for cats and dogs. Cats and dogs can kill other animals for food without incurring sin. But if a man kills an animal for the satisfaction of his uncontrolled taste buds, he is responsible for breaking the laws of nature. Consequently, he must be punished. The standard of life for human beings cannot be applied to animals. The tiger does not eat rice and wheat or drink cow's milk because he has been given food in the shape of animal flesh. Among the many animals and birds, some are vegetarians and others are carnivorous, but none of them transgress the laws of nature, which have been ordained by the will of the Lord. Animals, birds, reptiles, and other lower life forms strictly adhere to the laws of nature. Therefore, there is no question of sin for them, nor are the Vedic instructions meant for them. Human life alone is a life of responsibility. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Sarita Mataji, would you like to read the last paragraph? Sarita
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
It is okay. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It is wrong, however, to think that simply by becoming a vegetarian, one can avoid transgressing the laws of nature. Vegetables also have life, and while it is nature's law that one living entity is meant to feed on another, for human beings, the point is to recognize the Supreme Lord. Thus, one should not be proud of being a strict vegetarian. Animals do not have developed consciousness by which to recognize the Lord, but a human being is sufficiently intelligent to take lessons from the Vedic literature and thereby know how the laws of nature are working and derive profits out of such knowledge. If a man neglects the instructions of the Vedic literature, his life becomes very risky. A human being is therefore required to recognize the authority of the Supreme Lord and become his devotee. He must offer everything for the Lord's service and partake only of the remnants of food offered to the Lord. This will enable him to discharge his duty properly. In the Bhagavad Gita 9.26, the Lord directly states that he accepts vegetarian food from the hands of a pure devotee. Therefore, a human being should not only become a strict vegetarian, but should also become a devotee of the Lord. Offer the Lord all the food and then partake of such prasadam or the mercy of the Lord. Only those who act in this way can properly discharge the duties of human life. Those who do not offer their food to the Lord eat nothing but sin and subject themselves to various types of distress, which are the results of the sin. Bhagavad Gita 3.13. The root of sin is deliberate disobedience to the laws of nature through disregarding the proprietorship of the Lord. Disobeying the laws of nature or the order of Lord brings ruin to a human being. Conversely, one who is sober, who knows the laws of nature, and who is not influenced by unnecessary attachment or aversion, is sure to be recognized by the Lord and thus become eligible to go back to the eternal home. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So yes, today we can end here. Like this last 3-4 paragraphs we will summarize tomorrow. So yes, like we can take out now, like, so whatever things we are eating and we are not offering to Krishna, that means we are simply eating sin. Then like there are many things, many takeout points you can take from this session. Yes, like first is like, okay, Krishna is controller, Krishna is a proprietor, Krishna is a owner. So like whatever happened in my life, I have surrendered to Krishna. So whatever happening in my life is a well controlled and like it's a well planned by Krishna. So I don't have to worry, why this happened, like, and when is this happen or not. We should be relaxed, okay? We should be relaxed, okay? Whatever happened, Krishna has planned. So like Krishna will provide me all the assets. I simply have to do my prescribed duties. And main point is that I simply have to, like, with a lot of sincerity, I have to practice my sadhana. Okay, reading, hearing, chanting, okay, everything. Like then Krishna will take care. You don't have to worry. Okay, we can also see in that example in a Mahabharata, like when Bhishma take the that vow that like tomorrow I will going to kill the Pandavas. Then Pandavas simply peacefully sleeping, and Krishna was like like thinking, what should I do? Okay, so like you have to simply dependent on Krishna. And we can also see the like analogy that like cats and dogs, they don't think like where should I bring the or from where should I bring the like food to eat or like a place to sleep. When they have the master master take care of them. They simply depend on master. So similarly, we simply have to depend on Krishna. Then Krishna will take care, but not on a cost of laziness. Okay, you have to perform your prescribed duties, and at the same time you have to do your sadhana. Okay, so Hare Krishna everyone. Today we will end here. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhe eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaः. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Happy Krishna Conscious Ekadashi. Ekadashi means more. You have to chant more, you have to read more, you have to hear more. Okay. So Hare Krishna. And like, you can keep the small book copy on your desk. And okay, today we are reading here, but like even like you can on the when you get the 2 to 5 minutes, you can take out the book and you can read by yourself. Okay. And I hope you everyone like please try to on your videos. Okay, otherwise I think that I'm only talking with my tablet. Okay, So you can on your videos also, and like please like when you are coming, you have to come with a like buy. Everyone should buy one diary or one pen, even like a colorful pens, highlighter, and whatever books we are reading now. Like it will cost not more than 30-40 rupees. Okay. So and like buy some highlighters. You know this highlighter will like sustain till 1 year. So it is a long term investment. So please bring it, and like please try to make a Krishna consciousness like so beautiful. Like otherwise like it will be little boring, but like when we are associating with the devotees, when we are getting the different ideas, then it will be very easy. It will be very it will be beautiful, creative, and like it will bring a lot of joy. And when we read in association that our diseases goes away. Okay. Like 3-4 months ago, I cannot imagine to sit and read this much books, but because of all of like everyone is coming and all of your mercy, together we are reading the books, and this is the power of association. Okay. So Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for
Hare
coming.
Krishna, Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you for
Krishna.
joining. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.